Okay, y'all, so I got the kid in the back there. He's doing good. He's got the push mower going back there. This yard is a little bit awkward because of the way it's laid out. You know, when you go between this bed here and the house, well, either you're blowing it at the house or you're blowing it in the bed. So it's the perfect job for the mower with the chute blocker on it. So I'm gonna go around here like you're supposed to and weed eat this and not blow grass into this pine straw. So y'all see what it looks like now? That's what it's gonna look like when I leave, except for it's gonna have a, you know, the lawn's gonna be mowed. So I may pull that mower off and use it. Let me just see what it feels like when I get to weed eating. So yeah, y'all. Yeah, he's doing good, man. He's getting better and better at understanding what to do, and that's exactly what you want out of guys that come out here and they've never been out here before. You want to kind of them to know what to do no matter what on every job, because all the jobs are different, but they're all the same too in a way. What you got to watch out for is the expectations, and you got to learn those by just, you know, doing the properties. So yeah. But today's not going to be as hard as yesterday. I finished the HOA last night, so, well, yesterday afternoon. So we didn't have to go spend 45 minutes over there. So yeah. And he's understanding where to put things and all that. I love it, man. I love it. I've had a lot of guys out here, so I've seen a lot over time, you know. But yeah, we're finna get to the next one, y'all. Deuces. So this is a premium area that I spray, but you see how tall it is? It usually gives me about $150 to spray this, and it costs me probably, you know, $10. But I don't never spray until my guy's done blowing. Now in here I will, but I gotta cut some of this with a mower. And when you cut this stuff and then spray it, it doesn't work as good. I'm just keeping it 100. So yeah, I keep forgetting if I can't remember, man. Anyway, so I'm gonna ride around and spray this one, and it's a given. I mean, I can leave it like it is right now, right? But then the next time I come over here, we're going to be dealing with more weeds. So you got to be trying to think about the next cut, the next trip, because you never know. I might not have no help, and you never know. So yeah, I got to cut that little piece right there, and then I'm gonna well, I don't really know what I'm gonna have him do. The road side is really too sketchy for him to be on a mower. I don't want him in here with a mower, and there's not enough space in there. So I gotta keep my guy busy. So yeah, he's only used the edger a couple times, so I'm sure will do fine. So I'm gonna get the mower, and this is a pretty easy yard here. It's tall though. Yeah, so. He's a good kid though, man. He's learning, man. He's picking up things pretty quick too. A lot quicker than what, you know, I've had guys out here that didn't have no experience. You know, Zach didn't have no experience when he came out here. But Cam's got a lot more common sense than Zach has. Zach was he didn't know nothing, man. I mean, he didn't even know, you know, I mean, he literally knew nothing. So, but see, once you show this guy what to do, he pretty much knows it. What I'm getting him to do now is I'm having him blow the road off, so when I park, we don't have to move the truck and all that. But it's tight in here. Y'all see, right where I don't want to be, right? I just want him to blow the road off. So this customer right here is about on my last nerve, and he's been on my last nerve for a couple of seasons. See, we installed this grass over here. It's probably been 10 years, but see, he doesn't fertilize it, he doesn't treat it at all, and it doesn't get enough sun. He doesn't let all this, he want none of this even here. So you can see, and then what he does too is he'll trim the bushes and just leave shit laying around everywhere and want us to clean it up. And see, I don't like that kind of thing, because, well, I just don't. But you can see it's all weeded. We didn't put sod over here, we just did sod right here in the front, like 4 pallets or something. But there's a lot to do over it. It's basically cleanup, so we're gonna double up on him today. He ain't gonna like it either. And this is one of the ones I went up. I went from a 60 to a 70. So I went up on about 25 customers. And I did have one that pushed back, and I'll tell you all about that when I got time. So this homeowner right here next door, he used to have, he tried to get me to do fescue sod when I was doing this sod here. This is Bermuda. And I told him, I said, oh no, man, fescue's not gonna live. He said, oh yeah, it will. And he paid somebody like 8 grand to lay fescue sod. It all died. Within 2 years, it was all dead. Why would he go down that way and come back up that way? He needs to be going around, right? Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna set y'all up. I'm gonna cut this at the same angle I cut last time. So I'm waiting on them to bring back the power rake. They had it for 2 days, and they're supposed to be on their way with it. So they said it worked really good. They were very happy with it. So good deal. I knew it would because, well, it's a top of the line power rake, man. I mean, you know. So y'all know I've been trying to contact Trev about working, right? And apparently he's butthurt. He's upset. This, I guess, this is what he told his mom. He's upset that when we did that sod over there, that he only made 160 in 5 hours and not 200. He said that I told him 200. Well, the only way I told him 200 is if he was out there with you know, 2 other people, me, him, and 1 other person. So, but I had 2 other people out there. So he could have made 200 and been out there 10 hours, or he could have made 160 and be out there 5 hours. And that's 5 hours of easy work because you got so many people. That's the first time I've ever had a guy, you know, quit over money, right? And $40 is $40, you know. I mean, yeah, I got to get this. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. I had to get my power rake. But anyway, so basically Trav's upset that he said, and I don't remember this, usually I look through my text and I don't see anything about it. He said that I told him $200 to help lay that sod. You know, that's what I told him. And yeah, if you're by yourself or got, you know, 1 other person. I had four people out there, man. Come on, man. You know, nobody had to work that hard. He worked, but it's just like everybody else. You know, so it finally happened. Somebody, well, at least they say, I don't know. I guess that's one of the more complicated parts about not paying by the hour. But if I paid him by the hour on that job, he would have made $32 an hour. That's what it came out to be, what he made. So, you know, that's, to me, that's good money based on what he knew. But I think what it is, he doesn't want to work out here. Like I kind of told you guys that, you know, already. I was hoping for the best, of course, like always. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to work out here, and that's his excuse to his mom and them that why he ain't working out here no more. And that happens a lot when, well, guys will tell their folks a lie. I don't think I told him. I might have at some point told him $200, but that was with the understanding that it would only be him and Kat out there. I had 2 more people out there, 2 more young men out there. So, I mean, yeah, so. And what gets me about everything is if that's, I don't even know for sure that is the problem. That's what his mom said. His mom said I promised him 200 and he only got one, and I only gave him 160. But I never promised him 200, I don't think. He might have got to 200 if we'd have been out there for, you know, 8 or 9 hours. But we were only out there 5. I did that to make it where nobody had to work that hard. Ain't nobody trying to beat the young boy out of damn $40. I mean, damn. if I was him and Ray, and I really believed in my head that Ray told me $200, and he only paid me 160, don't you think I would have said something to Ray at that point in time? I thought you said 200, man, or something like that. He didn't say anything because he knew that. Well, I think he knew that I never said that. I might have said it, like I said, I might have said it at one time, but that was thinking that I didn't have no help over there. You know, just him and Cat, just like the week before. I mean, he made more money on the second saw job than he did the week before when it was just him and Cat out there. But he didn't have to work nearly as hard. So, you know, these guys are gonna, well, labor is labor, man, you know. What gets me is why ain't he said nothing? Why has he got to take the little girl route and not say, man, I felt like I should have got 200 on that saw job, and you only paid me 160. You told me 200, and then we could have talked about it. But no. That ain't what they do. And that tells you he don't really want to be out here, and that's fine. Just tell me, because the employees ain't gonna run the show. You know, I'm not gonna pay out make your job easier and then pay you more money. You know, but if he really believed that in his heart, why didn't he say something? That's all. I would have. You would have, right? He didn't believe that. He knew better. He knew he looking at the time. He said, "Ain't no way Ray's gonna pay me $40 an hour." You know, because that's what he would have been making if he'd got 200, and he ain't worth $40 an hour, even in the best scenario. So, I mean, I felt like he was doing good getting $32 an hour. That's what I felt like. But it ain't really about all that. It's about what he thinks I told him, and him not understanding. Well, if we have more people, that's less work for you, man. And that's how these guys that ain't got a lot of experience in the real world think. You know. And I always do what I say, always, and then some. So he's forgetting about the times that he got extra money. See, and when guys are always thinking about what they're gonna get and how they're gonna win, and how they're gonna, it's always about them. That, you know, if I pay them extra, it's all gravy. But then if they get what they perceive a little short, then they crying about everything. You got to take the good with the bad in everything in life. So I do every day out here. So it's okay. I told his mom, I said, well, he won't return no text from me, so I guess. So I got a customer. They, you know, were asking me about skid steer work, and I didn't want to go way over there and look at it, like I was telling you earlier. I didn't want to go way over there and look at it, so I just told them like $1,500 a day. And they said, they came back and said, do you do half a days? So that tells you right there that the job's not worthy of me bringing what all I bring to the table. Because I'm not, you know, it's too far away for that. If it were next door to my house, it'd be different, but it's not. It's way over there by where the saw job is. And, you know, yeah, I'm $1,500, man. Because, well, it's so far away. And if I can't make $1,500, I don't even want to do it, you know, so maybe they'll find somebody else. But I'm going to text them and say, no, I don't do half days. Not that far away, because you got an hour and an hour, you got 2 hours of drive time, and a lot can happen on the road. And even at $1,500, I ain't making freaking top dollar. So, but this one's easy, and I don't mind doing it, man. It's beautiful, man. It's 70 degrees, y'all. I mean, it's freaking a nice little breeze going. So I'll knock this one out so we don't have to do it tomorrow. Yeah. So y'all know Irv did a, you know, Urban Lawn Care, he did a video talking about that there's a new guy on the scene. I don't know his name, Jay's Mowing or something like that. He used to do pressure washing, and he thinks he's gonna come in here and conquer the lawn game. And some of the stuff that he's saying in the video is, well, it shows his greenness, really. Is very naive about everything. Of course, everybody wants to do that, dude. I mean, everybody, you know, get 30 or 40 customers, hire guys, and then do it again, and hire more guys, and then do it again. And I mean, if it were that easy, it would be, well, everybody would be doing that, and everybody's not, and you'll see, and you will see why. I would love for to see how it goes. Now, when I started hiring guys, I had about 35 or 40 customers. I was able to do, you know, 25, 35 yards solo with a full-time job. I would. I'd do a couple every day. You know, after work. Then on the weekends, I would do, you know, I don't know, 5 or 6 a day. So, if I didn't have a job, I could probably hit 40 or so without. So, this game, this lawn care game, is a total different entity than the pressure washing game. Well, number one, it's a repetitive business, so you got to stay moving. It ain't like you can, you know, and then the equipment costs a lot more too. I mean, nothing wrong with pressure washing. There's good money in it, but I mean, it's a lot of labor too. Actually, the pressure washing game is more laborious than mowing grass to me. I got equipment that does everything. Even the weeding is not that hard, but pressure washing, you got to be on your feet all day, and you got to damn, you know, yeah. So I think dude's gonna be in for a little bit of a few surprises. I mean, I wish him all the best, but I am a real realist with a lot of experience out here, and everybody has hopes and dreams and aspirations of, well, we'll just do this, and then I'll just hire guys, and then I'll just hire some more guys, and then I'll just hire a few more guys. But what you got to understand is, while you're doing all that hiring, and I think he mentioned in my comment that I left on the video, he said something about, yeah, I might go through 10 guys before I find one. I said, yeah, but while you're training those 10 guys, you're losing money. And that's the thing. And there's no guarantee that you'll find one after 10, after 20, after 30, or you might find one in the first one. You never. I mean, it's just luck of the draw. But based on my 18 and plus years out here, it ain't as easy, and I'm a lot more established than this guy. I got a second truck sitting there, a second trailer sitting there, mowers and equipment to fill that second trailer, ready to go to work, and you don't see nobody running it, do you? Because they're a lot harder to find than what you think. And just because you know, some of the bigger outfits make it look easy, it's not easy. And they'll if they were real, they'll tell you. You know, they might have 30 employees, but they only got, you know, 4 or so key guys. So, and that's, you know, but we all, and you never know, man. I mean, he might know something I don't know. He might have figured something out that I ain't figured, but I don't think so, because it's pretty much the same everywhere. Cutting grass is cutting grass. It's about being efficient, and you know, and if you're in the constant state of training guys, you're not efficient. Trust me, I know that. The way that I've made the most money out here is when I have guys out here that have been out here a couple months at least. You know, The most money that we make out here is like when I had, and of course you got to have good help and you got to have the right customers and the nice mix, right? I used to make really good money with Zach out here, but I mean, we did. He was really fast and really good at the lawn maintenance, and he knew what to do on each property. But where he had problems was, you know, even though we're making and being efficient, the headache of dealing with Zach was a lot. That's my take on some of the dumb stuff that you see guys on YouTube put it, guys that have been out here working with me. You know, some of it you can relate to, and some of it you might not be able to relate to. I'm living it, so it doesn't matter if I relate to it or not. I'm in the mix, and been in the mix a long time. So yeah, y'all, deuces.